For the last 3 years, I've posted a video on this channel every single week until about 2 months ago. I don't know what happened, but I'm back.
I'm thinking I'm back.
So today I'd like to talk about extremism and fear-mongering. And no, this is not about our current political climate. I want to talk about how this relates to health and fitness. First of all, I just want to say I applaud anyone for improvements they're making to their health. A lot of times doing little things, and many of them over time can make a big difference in the long run. Some people want to avoid excessive exposure to plastic, so they might use more glass. Others read more labels. Some might be walking more steps every day, just little things like that. One thing I'm seeing more and more of on social media that bothers me is when I see fitness influencers or experts telling you what sort of things you should avoid to live a healthier life. And they're not talking about cutting back on the Red Bull and Twinkies. Some of the things they're saying: you shouldn't have oatmeal, eggs, bananas, meat, strawberries, and bread. And the reason a lot of them are saying this is because of artificial sweeteners, pesticides, dyes, preservatives, seed oils. They just have a list of things that they claim are toxic and are killing you. I personally don't believe that these things are as dangerous as these alarmists make them out to be. I know that some substances, when taken in massive quantities, have caused cancer in rats, but again, they're taking in 5 times their body weight for a month. We're never going to do that with such small quantities of these things. So obviously, I think whole foods are going to be a lot healthier than ultra-processed foods that don't have the same nutritional value. But again, I just don't care for the way people throw around the word toxic when they look at the ingredients on there. Remember, anything can be toxic. Water can be toxic. Water can kill you if you take in too much of it. And again, when you're looking at these substances, you got to keep into mind what's the quantity that we're consuming, and is it really going to impact us like that? Now, speaking of ingredients, and I've said this myself before in the past, people will say if you can't pronounce the ingredients, those chemicals on there, you want to probably avoid them. Just a reminder that everything's made out of chemicals. Okay, look at all the chemicals in this food item. This is what's in a peach. So you can break down even the healthiest food into its cellular components and show what it's made of, and it can look like scary chemicals to people. So just keep that in mind next time someone says, don't eat it if you can't pronounce it, or if it contains more than 4 or 5 ingredients. Now, I'm not advocating that people should consume more dyes and preservatives and extra things they don't need in their food. But it does bother me when people take seemingly harmless, in fact, healthy foods and turn them into the culprit because of this. Avoiding strawberries or any other food is not going to make you healthier, unless, of course, you have an allergy to it. But making those things the villain and scaring people about little details is just, you're missing the big point. So I think what we're missing here is a lot of common sense. If you look at overall health and fitness and wellness, and remember, again, if there's a pyramid, the basic things we're going to have on here is physical activity, moving your body, proper nutrition, balanced diet, sleep, recovery, letting your body rest, stress management, proper mental health and social support. And then as you get to the top of the pyramid, you'll have things like maybe supplements, and then you can start worrying about how much plastic is in your food and if it's organic or this or that, those other things. But I think some people just love to look at that teeny tippy top and are blowing it all out of proportion. So I'm not a big fan of that. So next time you're online and you see a video clip or a reel of some expert telling you why you shouldn't eat some innocent, healthy food, just tell them to
Talk to the hand.
So I just wanted to remind you in this video to use some common sense. Don't have a knee-jerk reaction every time you're seeing trends and gimmicks and articles of how something might be unhealthy for you. Focus on the basics, focus on what you know is important, and then work on those little details later on. Otherwise, you're going to be missing the big picture. I'll be back next week with another video.